Hi friends, I am Anshul from West Highlander Immigration, Chandigarh, and today's topic of discussion is licensed immigration advisor from New Zealand government. So we have with us Ma'am Parvinder Kaur. Ma'am is licensed immigration advisor from New Zealand government. So we welcome to the discussion, ma'am, and further we would like to know about more about licensed immigration advisor. So ma'am, who are LIAs?
LIAs, they are licensed immigration advisors who are licensed by Immigration Advisor Authority, New Zealand. One of the main functions of Immigration Advisor Authority, New Zealand is to protect the immigrants, protect the people who take immigration advice. So licensed immigration advisors, that is LIAs, are people, are consultants who have got specialist knowledge about their area of practice. So they are qualified and regulated professionals by Immigration Advisor Authority, New Zealand.
So ma'am, how does IA ensures that clients who are seeking advice from the licensed advisor, they are protected?
As I said that one of the functions of Immigration Advisor Authority is to protect the people who take immigration advice. For this, there are many practices in place. LIA, who has got a license from Immigration Advisor Authority, he is supposed to follow a code of conduct. That is mandatory for licensed immigration advisors. It may not be mandatory for people who are not licensed by Immigration Advisor Authority. Now there are certain things in the code of conduct which we are required to follow, like we have to be very honest with our clients. We have to tell them about their immigration matters, the steps involved in the immigration matter, what would be the fee the client is required to pay, what would be the different departmental fee the client is required to pay. We have to act very professionally, and all these things ensure that the client is well informed about his application and thus the client is protected. Another thing is that there are certain professional competencies we are required to maintain. So the first and foremost is that there is a regular CPD requirement for us, that we have to keep ourselves updated about the policies. So all these act in favor of the clients who take immigration advice for New Zealand.
Right. So as you told ma'am that licensed immigration advisors is an authorized person and he can give immigration advice to the clients.
Yes.
Can someone take advice from an advisor who is not licensed?
As per the policy of New Zealand government, if you want to take immigration advice, then you must approach a licensed immigration advisor or a New Zealand lawyer or a person who is exempt. It is illegal to give immigration advice if you are not in this category. So the exempt people are those who give advice on student visas, that also offshore. So if you would like to apply for your student visa, you are in New Zealand, then you need to approach a licensed immigration advisor. But if you are offshore, that is outside of New Zealand, then those educational consultants for New Zealand are exempt. So as per the policy, to take immigration advice for New Zealand, you must have a license.
Right, ma'am. So ma'am, what are the benefits of applying a student visa through licensed advisor?
As I previously said, that being licensed immigration advisors, we have to follow a code of conduct. We have to take care of the interest of our clients. They must be well aware about the immigration matter they have come to us. In this case, let's say about student visas. Now students, they are also interested about what kind of opportunities they may have once they complete their study. Now, offshore agent who does not have a license by the IIA, that is Immigration Advisor Authority, may not give you advice regarding further options of settlement in New Zealand if you are interested to settle there. Secondly, being licensed, we have to follow code of conduct, so we have to make sure that the student is well informed about his application. What are the different steps we would be going through, and all the discussions we have had on table, we have to put it in written agreements so that there is clarity, there is transparency. So there are very less chances that the student would not be aware about what is going on with his process. Any communication we get from Immigration New Zealand regarding the visa application, we have a duty to forward that communication to the client so that he's aware what's happening with his application. So this is the benefit, that the client is well aware about the things going on with his application.
Right.
Secondly, we have to be very clear about the payment structures we have with our clients. If I particularly talk about West Highlander, where I am serving as a licensed immigration advisor, we don't have any processing charges for students, as the universities or colleges, they pay us for our efforts. So these things are very clear to the students, and we don't charge anything from the students. So this is the kind of transparency, this is the kind of honesty we follow with the applicants.
Right, ma'am. So further to add more on this part, if I talk about married students, so what are the benefits for the married students if they are applying their application through LIA?
See, one thing is about the benefit of applying through an LIA, second is the requirement.
Right.
Now, if you are a married applicant, then of course you would also look into options for dependent visas for your spouse or any children you may have.
Right.
As per the policy, you need to take advice from a licensed person or a lawyer. So there is no exemption in this case. So a person who is exempt, that is who can give you advice for student visas, he cannot give you advice on your partner visas or file your partner visas with Immigration New Zealand. So you need to approach a licensed advisor for that, and that's the benefit for married students, so that they can apply their own application of student visa and the application for their partner visas and any students or any kids they may have through one agency. So that's the benefit.
Okay, right, ma'am. One more question, ma'am. Students who recently just got their student visas, and if they wish to apply their parents' visitor visa, so how this LIA will help them?
Again, it's the same question, but the visa category different, that is visitor visa. As per the policy, to apply for visitor visas or to give advice for visitor visas, you need to be licensed by Immigration Advisor Authority or be a New Zealand lawyer. So there is no exemption in this case. Anyone can give you advice just on a family basis, like you may apply yourself as you are a family member of, let's say that you apply for your parents, you may apply yourself, but again you may not have that thorough knowledge about the things. So if you want to take advice, you need to approach a licensed immigration advisor, because as per the policy, only a licensed person can give you advice on visitor visas about your parents.
Right, ma'am. So last question, ma'am. So what are the risks involved for the applicants who are applying their application through non-licensed advisor, we can say?
We'll say it's a very good question. It's not only about applying for your visas, like it looks like you just apply for your application. It's about your profile. If you apply through people who are not licensed, they would not be having that required knowledge or skill of the immigration matter you have approached them. And this may pose a huge risk with your profile. The person may present your file in a way that may not be suitable for your profile. You may get refusals for your applications. You may get a refusal which may even close the doors for further applications. So there is huge risk associated. An example may be that you took immigration advice from a person who is not licensed, but he did not declare his name in the application. So if Immigration New Zealand comes to know about this, they may return your application. Again, that person may not represent your application as per the policy and may not put the facts properly. There may be a risk of refusal. So these are the risks. Your profile may be at stake. So I would recommend that you approach a professional who has got knowledge and skills and has got the license to give you advice on your matters.
Right, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for this wonderful information.
Thank you.
So viewers, I hope you get a good information about how to apply with the LIA and what are the benefits to apply with LIA. So if you have any questions, you can visit West Highlander. We are in sector 34A, Chandigarh. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.